Hello everybody, there's going to be some confusion about assignment 7.1, so let me try to explain it for you a little bit. Okay, here you go. Notice that I've got some numbers here. The whole table's full of numbers, okay? If I go to whatever table you have to go to, you go back to your assignment over here. And I would just go ahead and, you're going to have everything adds up to 100%. Now, what is a percent versus a frequency? Well, a percent is a way for us to compare numbers, right, across different scales. In other words, with a percent, you can compare the percentage of Madison County to the percentage of the whole United States. You know, obviously, they're going to be different sizes. So how do you determine what the actual raw numbers are you're going to use to calculate the percentages? You look at the column here called frequency, okay? It's frequency. That's what a frequency is. It's just the raw number, okay? It's a frequency versus a percentage, okay? So, let's scan over here for a while. Okay, now, you may pull up after you've got, 2009, 2012, 2011. I'm not really concerned, about what year it is as long as you have the totals right. I provided you some totals there, but they may not be right, okay? So let's go down here. Okay, let's look down here for a moment, okay? What I'm asking you is education for Madison County and the United States to compare education rates. A lot of people got confused, and if you're not working with this kind of data, it's understandable, about what to look for. So basically, let's look at this. This is the United States, okay? I'm going to go back out here and go to counties, okay? Geographies, and if I go out and select the geographic type, I want to go to county. I want to go Kentucky. I want to go to Madison County, Kentucky. I want to add that to my selection. Okay, that's there. Then I want to go up and select from another geographic type the whole country. So I go United States. And even though United States is just the one selection, you still have to select it. So I go in there and add that to my selections. And I'm done. Okay. So let's go over here. You go up where it says close. Don't close the whole thing off. Those are different levels of X's. You want to just close there. And it now gives you, some educational attainment. They've now, since last year, put the data out. Okay, and so we scan up here and we see S1501 educational attainment. All right. So I click there, and it gives me the United States and Madison County. Now, I'm not concerned about the population 18 to 24 years. Why? Most people don't start working and enter the labor force until 25 years and over. So I want to go down and I want to look at this number here, 208-731-498. We'll look at that. That's the United States. Okay, 208-731-498. So I go back down to my chart. I open that up. I go to the United States. Oh, okay. And for the frequency, I go 201-739-498. I think that was it. I go back and double check. It was 208, so I need to go back out, make a correction there. Okay. And that, of course, is going to be the poverty rate by education, right? So I'm going to go over there and copy that and paste there. Now, somebody asked me what a frequency is. A frequency is the raw number from which we calculate a percentage. Okay? Let me show you how this works. And we're just going to work with the education in the United States. Okay, so we're there. And I ask you less than high school. But if we go down to the Census Bureau website, and we want everybody over the age of 25, right? Okay, notice the different levels of education. Less than 9th grade, on up through that. Here's your range from less than 9th grade, 9th to 12, high school, some college, associate, bachelor's, and graduate. That's where you stop. Notice there's a blank line there. Stop at this blank line right in there. That's this first part of this data. So I ask you, though, for everybody who does not have a diploma. Now, what does that mean? Okay, is less than 9th grade cover everybody? No. Does 9th to 12th grade cover everybody? No again. So if we go up here, right to there, okay. Less than 9th grade, 9th to 12th, we see the percentages, okay? 5.8 and 7.9%. So what you have to do is you have to add those together. So I'm going to go up and find my calculator. And you go 5.8 plus 7.9%. Okay, it gives you 13.7%. Now you have to calculate, so you go down here, and I would go edit, copy, go back down to my page, go over here. We're looking at education in the United States, less than high school. So now you have a nice percentage there. 13.7% of people did not go, did not finish high school in the U.S. Frequency, someone asked me about. It's the raw number. Well, it doesn't give you the raw number. So how do we calculate it? Well, we know that a percentage can be converted to a decimal. At 13.7% is the same as 0.137%. So we're going to go 0.137 times 208,739,498. Oh, no, that's not right. Okay, so 0.137 times 208,739,498. Oh yeah, it would be about right. 28,597,311. Okay, when you have decimal places for people, you just knock it off. So essentially, you're going to copy this, okay? Go down there to frequency, paste that, and since the rule of thumb is if it's over 0.5, you round up, and if it's below 0.5, you round down. So now you have a nice number. 28,597,311 people have less than a high school education. Now I want you to go ahead and I want you to follow through for each of these, doing steps 1 through 7. Calculating the frequency or the raw number, using the raw number here, right, to calculate the frequency for all the other percentages that you have here, okay? And that should get it, okay? Okay, so what we have here, for education, you have these levels, and you're going to have to work through that section to combine them. Now, if we go over here and look at poverty rate, we're going to see something else. Let's scan down and look at poverty rate. Wow. Well, if you add these up, less than high school, some college or bachelor's degree or higher, you notice that they've done a different thing here, right? They've combined some stuff, and the poverty rate, okay, Doesn't include, and that's why I've got, so you want for poverty rate, you'll draw a line and go or higher. And what you do is you draw a line through that under poverty rate for Madison County and poverty rate for the United States. Let me make sure I'm in the right place. Okay, so you draw, you don't need a frequency there. Okay, please learn to, part of this is learning how to read a table. You're going to be reading tables for the rest of your life. So don't tell me this is a stressor or you can't do math. You're in college, this is what we got to do. We do stuff like this. So you go down and you calculate the rest of these percentages and follow the education and get down there. But when we're looking at so you finish up there, when we look at the poverty rate though, they combine everything, bachelor's degree or plus higher. We want to play plus higher for poverty rate, because when we go back here to look at this data, okay, now what I have is here is you can just add you can take those right off, but if you add them up, what do you get? You get, like, let's see, well, let's add those up and see what we get for the poverty rate for the United States. Okay, we get 28.0 plus 14.3 plus 10.8 plus 4.5. That equals 57.6. That's a far cry from 100%. So we know we have data over here for 57.6% of the population. Okay? Now, if I go down here, I ask you unknown, because we have some unknown information. So how do you calculate the unknown down here, right, for the poverty rate? Well, you take 100 minus 57.6, and that gives you 42.4. So for the U.S. at least, the percentage is unknown is 42.4. Okay, you use the same technique here. You go ahead and you multiply that by 2. That's 208,739,498. Okay, so 0.424 times 208,739,498. Again, we round off, gives you 88,505 people, 547. So go down here, go down to your chart. Okay. Copy that there and take off these decimal places, because a human being can't be, a decimal place. Okay. Now you can go ahead and figure out everything else. And for the median earnings in the U.S., you don't have to calculate anything. You just go and you copy the numbers. Okay? You copy the numbers and then you calculate the percentages there. Okay? So hopefully this should get you thinking clearly about what I expect out of this assignment. Thanks a lot.